IHMS.
IHMS Commentary. Tracking Harari Icons, a Master Strategist and Planner. This is an IHMS Tracking Harari Icons series, a series that focuses on and celebrates Harar's political, economic, and social heroes. It is all about Harari impact makers in Ethiopia and beyond. IHMS believes that Harar's true legacy should be re-echoed and come to light to Ethiopians and the globalized generations, especially when Hararis with various backgrounds are scattered across the world. In the last episode, we presented Al Haji Muhammad Ture, a person known as a fountain of generosity. Today, the focus is on a person known as the Master Strategist and Planner, who was highly involved in transport infrastructure, telecommunications, postal services, aviation, maritime, and port authorities in Ethiopia. He was the unsung child of Harar, who significantly impacted Ethiopia and beyond. This person is no other than Yusuf Ahmed Wober, a person of many qualities and quantities. 1. Yusuf Wober hailed from Harar. The city of peace and knowledge is his birthplace. Yusuf Ahmed was born in 1943 in Asmaddin Bari, the Gate of Victory neighborhood. His father was Ahmed Muhammad Wober, and his mother was Fatuma Yusuf Tahir. Upon his father's death, Yusuf took over his father's job and juggled between farming and school at a young age. Experiencing and handling the ups and downs of his life at an early age sprung him to the heights of his career in later years. 2. Academic achievements. As any child of his time, his education began at Harari Quranic schools, Quran Gay. Quran Gay was the foundation and the origin of knowledge that made Harar known as the center of Islamic knowledge and the city of saints. It is the education system of Harari Quranic School which was behind several successful Harari professionals and educators. After completing elementary school, he proceeded to Medhanyalam High School and then to Addis Ababa University in 1964. With his economics degree under his arm, he went on to complete his master's degree in transportation science from Northwestern University in 1973. In his university life, he served as an editor of new magazines, a contributor to journals, and editor for the Harari Community Afocha Bulletin. While he was in the U.S., pursuing his master's degree in the late 1960s and early 1970s, racial discrimination and inhuman activities were rampant. Along with black schoolmates, He was against the segregation of Black students within the university and struggled against the travesty and cruelty of the apartheid system on campus. These experiences also contributed to his leadership quality and humanity later in his life. 3. Yusuf, the visionary and master planner. Upon completing his undergraduate studies, he joined the Ethiopian Roads Authority as an economist and planning expert. Then, upon his return from the US, he served Ethiopia in various capacities. He was the Deputy Minister of Transport and Communications, and then the Minister of Transport and Communications for over 13 years. He was one of the longest-serving ministers in the history of the country. Among the many major organizations that directly reported to him were Ethiopian Airlines, Ethiopian Shipping Lines, Ethiopian Telecommunications Authority, Ethiopian Road Transport Authority, Ethiopian Maritime Authority, Ethiopian Postal Services, Ethiopian Civil Aviation Authority, Ethiopian Port Authority, and Ethio-Djibouti Railway Authority. He was the authority behind expanding the port of Asab and the success of Ethiopian Airlines. 4. Yusuf, the strategist and savior. Talking about Ethiopian Airlines, Yusuf played a crucial role in modernizing it with the latest Boeing fleets and keeping it intact as business entity. According to many reports and words from Ambassador Kaste Kabade, who was foreign policy chief during Ethiopia's military regime, the military regime known as Derge, insisted on buying everything including planes from East Bloc countries. However, Yusuf took the risk and opposed changing Boeing planes to Russian-made planes. He decided to acquire Boeing planes only and assured the growth, survival, and success of Ethiopian Airlines as we see today. He saved Ethiopian Airlines from political interference in its businesses and maintained its autonomy. Yusuf explained in an interview with Kufutgar, a Harari TV program, that going against the decision of the then military regime was one of the challenging moments and toughest times of his professional life. As Minister of Transport and Communications, Yusuf played a crucial role in modernizing the airline, maintaining its autonomy, assuring its profitability, and bringing in a capable CEO, Captain Muhammad Ahmed Bomba. They were the nuclei of Ethiopian Airlines' success as we see it today. 5. Yusuf, the administrator and international figure. His leadership success was not only limited to domestic sectors, but he also conquered the international arena with his expertise. According to Marquis, a Who is Who publisher, Yusuf was a member of the International Advisory Committee of the Sub-Saharan Africa Transport Program, a Dean of African Ministers of Transport and Communications, chaired the Conference of African Ministers of Transport and Communications, a representative of African nations at Donors Conference and United Nations. From 1978 to 1987, he significantly contributed to the preparation and reviews of the UN Transport and Communications Decade, UNTACD, Program for Africa. 6. Yusuf the politician. In an era where simple carts and flour mills were nationalized in the country, Yusuf Ahmed had the guts to defend his principles to save trucks, buses, and other vehicles from being nationalized. Before the change of the government in Ethiopia in the 1990s, he was the vice president of the State Council of the Republic of Ethiopia. During the transition period till the takeover of the EPRDF, he briefly served as the deputy prime minister. He was then detained by the EPRDF government for about 10 years without being charged. Eventually, he was finally acquitted. During his detention, he demonstrated again his passion for humanity. With his ability to interact with different personalities, races, tribes, religions, ages, or classes during his university years in the US, similarly, he was involved in sharing his knowledge and trained many of his fellow inmates with different life skills. He was a man of integrity and passion for his community. Talking about defending the rights of civil servants, Yusuf Abdullahi, the then director of the Ethiopian Tourist Commission and official at Waje Board, praised Yusuf Wober for his role in raising the minimum wage of the government employees at the time. He was a civil servant who tirelessly served Ethiopia without fear or favor. 7. Yusuf, the university lecturer and consultant. At an assistant professor level, Yusuf lectured at Addis Ababa, Arba Minch, and Mekelle universities in Ethiopia. After retirement, he founded Premium University and AfroConsult private firm. He was behind countless national projects and policies. Among many consultancies and reports the federal government, here are a few. Feasibility study of the new Addis Ababa Djibouti Railway project, feasibility study of dry port service enterprise, COMESA/FTA impact study, integrated national transport policy, study of limiting the age of used vehicle importation, and impact of climate change on economic development of Africa and the Arab world. With his vast experience in economic development, Yusuf also dreamt of the Harari Master Plan project. He drafted a 46-page holistic urban plan for the city of Harar. The plan was to develop a holistic regional development master plan that includes the development of planned modern villages and connecting Juggle internally with the suburbs, and a regional corridor with first-class roads, an airport, and possibly a railway. IHMS urges the Harari regional government to revive the proposed master plan and bring Yusuf's dream to reality. A side note. The history of this great leader encourages and motivates Hararis and minorities alike. He teaches us to learn from everyone and everything. He showed us leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. As an honorable mention, the recent Toronto public speech training has demonstrated the Harari youth's hopes, aspirations, and determinations. It is their continuation to impact the community, Harar, and Ethiopia at large. In a nutshell, public speaking and leadership training are invaluable investments in personal and professional growth, enhancing communication skills, fostering self-confidence, cultivating critical thinking and empathy, facilitating network opportunities, and empowering individuals to enact change. Effective communication lies at the heart of both public speaking and leadership. Learning how to articulate ideas clearly, persuasively, and with confidence is crucial in personal and public life. Whether it's delivering a presentation at work, engaging in a debate, or simply conversing with colleagues, the ability to communicate effectively is an essential soft skill. We at IHMS believe that the Toronto training has equipped young participants with the tools they need to succeed in today's dynamic and interconnected world. We at IHMS value and continue to support the youth and the Harari community at large. We encourage the youth to uphold Harari values and to develop their personal and professional life together. IHMS would like to applaud the organizers, the trainers, and the participants for engaging in such interactive training. It brings the Harari youth, the community, and others together. Such moves can open doors to unity and teamwork among the Harari youth in Toronto, as well as opening new opportunities to connect to Hararis worldwide. Coming together for any activity creates unity, and survival of our identity depends on our unity. In conclusion, heroes come and go, but their legacy remains and webs in the generations. Yusuf the minister, the master planner, the politician, the strategist, the university lecturer, and the consultant demonstrated his multiple qualities successfully. He was a model of great leadership, built around visionary, practical, and connecting leadership qualities. His leadership qualities are more hard work than glamour. He took responsibility and delivered when needed over 30 years. Impacted significantly Ethiopia's transportation and communication sectors. Yusuf was a well-read, humble, workaholic, and family man. He was a well-known expert, positive thinker, and a good listener who served Ethiopia with unparalleled integrity and dedication. Yusuf passed away in 2021. He is survived by his wife, Farida Ahmed Kibo, who was equally a dedicated civil servant as the chief internal auditor, his daughter, Dr. Hanan Yusuf, sons, Dr. Adib Yusuf, and engineer Testi Yusuf live in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. May Allah give him the highest Jannah. Written by Professor Abdi Khalil and Azam Ahmed Kibo. Azam is Yusuf's brother-in-law, and IHMS appreciates Azam's contributions as well as for sending us the photos and relevant materials for this mini documentary. Many thanks, Azam. For more IHMS videos and publications in Harari, Amharic, and English, as well as for donations, visit our website www.ihmshararemedia.com. Also, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share our programs. Thank you again for listening and watching IHMS programs. Until we meet with another Harari icon and Ethiopian impact maker, wish you all peace. I am Nasab, and Assalamu alaikum.
IHMS